Alright guys, welcome to Hump Day with RC. Hump Day RC with GBLynden. I am GBLynden, and I'm a little out of practice apparently. Either that or I've had a very long week so far, which is actually true. But it's awesome to see everyone in the chat while we were firing things up. Got a bunch of great people in there, and we've got a really badass RC plane. I'll stand behind it or kind of to the side of it for perspective. This is a beast of a plane. It's huge, massive presence. We haven't been able to fly it. We tried. That's where the screen cap for this stream. But the grass was just too thick. The ground was soppy. And yeah, flight video will be coming soon though. And guys, if you have not watched it yet, John VHRC on his YouTube channel, he threw up an unboxing and assembly video this morning. So it is pretty sweet. And yeah, click on his link if you do decide to buy it. If you don't, all good. Snow Valley Park says I got the wrong one. This isn't even mine, guys. It's one that John received from HobbyKing. So I thought it was awesome. I thought I would share it with you guys. And I like to share stuff from all different manufacturers, and that's what we're doing here. And honestly, I prefer the scale version of planes over like the racer style look. But they all fly well. And what is up, Mickey B RC? Cheers. Alright, so I'm going to go back up in the chat a little bit. And then right away we are going to take a look at that plane, because a lot of times when I have stuff on here, I jabber about other stuff, but we'll get to that real quickly. Want to make sure everyone feels welcome in the chat. Shadow Ops is the first person in here. Bam, dude. Jeff in Lower Alabama right behind him. Bam. The Pilot, he says that he's a big fan of the channel and he collects RC planes, which is awesome. Bam. Good to see you, The Pilot. George Watts right behind him. Bam. EQRC. Bam. All kinds of good people in here. Tim Jostens is saying, what's up, peoples? Mr. Fiery Booty saying what? Yeah, sorry, I just said that. George Watts saying hi to Tim, and Red Wine is fine. Lots of good stuff hopping in there. Wild Bill's in here. Bam. Not to be confused with Wild Bill Flynn. All the Bills are awesome. David Snyder said that he shared this stream on some groups, which is awesome because I am not able to post anything on Facebook. And yeah, I was surprised because I didn't think that would happen with what I posted. But now I know, so I be better behaved apparently. Snow Valley Park says, evening folks. Evening to you, sir. Bam. We got Deuce's Wild in here. We've got Noon's Airborne RC. Got David Snyder, Craig Beaven, all kinds of good people. Hop Victor, RC Jets, and the list goes on and on. Miller RC says it would look so much better if it was a Yak-3. To be honest, I'm not that familiar with Yaks. All I know is this thing is huge. It runs on 6S power, guys. They call for a 6S 5000 pack, which is pretty darn cool if you ask this guy. Airvex RC. Bam! G-Bro in the house. Bam! Peanuts RC. Chin Nuts RC. Bam! Good to see you, man. Ricky the Captain Photon is in here. He says, oops, thanks for barely, thanks for caring. Yeah, of course, care. Wow, we got Chin Nuts RC and Peanuts RC. That is funny, guys. And we got Slapnuts RC. You guys are hilarious. What is going on, Joel? Mr. Arena Rock man is in the house, my kombucha supplier, and someone I'm working on developing into a proficient RC pilot. So, man, when the good weather comes, we're gonna get Joel out. The weather's been horrible lately, although I did manage to get 2 maiden flights in over since the last show, so that is pretty darn awesome. Jet Tech Don Adkins says, I like that yak. I quite like it too, and I cannot wait to fly it. It's gonna be awesome. The pilot, yeah, we can certainly, a little bit later in the show, depending on how my energy level is, we'll do that. Now there's plane nuts. Oh my goodness, there's lots of nuts in the chat. That is pretty funny. That's pretty funny. We're going to take a little bit of a sip of adult grape juice. Yeah, I think it's funny too, Ray. That's hilarious. So the first thing I want to show you guys is that we've got, I believe it's a pitot tube or a missile. Either way, it's magnetic. So if you have a tight, Randy, thank you very much, and good to see you. I was thinking about you today, dude. Bam! Thank you. That's funny. Red wine is fine. I'm not going to repeat that, but so anyhow, what I was going to say is, I wish manufacturers would do this more. If you don't, that way you don't have to glue stuff in, and you can tear it down quickly for transport, and it holds nice and secure. These magnets are no joke. They're the little, very powerful, small, rare earth magnets. So I thought that was a cool feature. And there's lights everywhere. I do not have the radio, so I'm not sure plugging in the battery will make safe sense. Let's see a little bit later in the show if I do that, but the lights pop on this thing, I'll tell you that much. All right, Jermaine Spencer, good to see you, man. Bam! Yeah, totally, Shadow. That is a nice touch. Wreckham Roy's RC, bam! He has a really awesome plane in his hangar. I got to hang out with him for a little bit this weekend, and it was great to see him. We talked about all kinds of good stuff, RC in particular, and man, we've had a really, really bad luck with run of bad luck with the weather, but that's going to change, and it's going to be awesome once we can get out and fly regularly. Thank you, Randy. Randy Huffing says, pretty bird, GB. Appreciate that, man. Oh my gosh. That name went to the next level. But that's funny. I'm okay with that. Yeah, exactly, Shadow. Exactly. Yeah, flooding's been insane. Now, and luckily the roads are clear, everything is fine, but we've got tons of people out of their houses and things like that. And the ground is just soppy. Like, I was able to fly the RC flying boat, that Avios Albatross, because a little dampness wasn't the worst thing in the world, especially when I came in to land it and it slid nice. That was awesome. That was awesome, and that plane flew well, by the way. If you have not checked that out yet, check out that maiden flight. Hey, Nico639. So these are the Quiet Comfort 35s, and these are the Quiet Comfort 45s that I just did the review on for my Random Reviews channel. And these are more expensive. The sound is a little bit better in these, and but the price point's lower on these, so I'm more likely to use these for everyday use, and then have the more expensive ones just as really pristine music listening to, right? Oh my goodness. I'm going to call you guys the Nuts Crew, because y'all are nuts, but funny. Like in the vein of Theo Vaughn. If you guys have not checked out the comedian Theo Vaughn, he's hilarious and seems like just a good dude. Nice, Tim. So you're using the Quiet Comfort 35s? Correct me if I'm wrong in the chat, brother. All right, I'm going to keep going on with the plane because I know a lot of people that are watching this are going to want to see the plane. So let me move my chair. This prop is huge. In fact, let me measure it. So the prop is 17 inches, guys. So that gives you the idea of the scale on this thing. It's huge. It's a big beast. And this is just the canopy piece. You subtract this versus that. Totally, Randy. 100%. It is a very nice size aircraft, David. Let's see what else. Totally, Ricky. Yeah, bailed GB out of Facebook jail. I wish there was a way. All right, bye, the pilot. Yes, that is a great idea, Shadow. I will do that. So UMX Turbo Timber, that's the box, and the box is not small. Plane's relatively small. So there's your size comparison, guys. I'll get out of the shop for a minute. All right, I think I'm just going to leave that there. And throughout the show, let me know if you have questions about that. Airvex, that's a great question. I'm really not that familiar with Russian planes, but by the time I do the Maiden, I'll definitely have to look and see why it looks so much like the LA-7. In fact, maybe I'll do a quick Google search, see if I can find something quickly. And of course, this is sold by HobbyKing. It's an H-King Yak-11. Yeah, it does look pretty similar. Although the Yak, the canopy looks like it's got room for 2 pilots instead of just 1. The rudder on this is a touch taller, but the fuselage is thicker on the other one. So there's some minor differences, but they definitely seem like they're in a similar class for sure. Astute observation, my friend. Let's see here. Hey, Randy B. RC, good to see you. Welcome to the show. Really, that's funny. That's a good question. And I would laugh if someone popped in here with that name. That would be hilarious. We got 44 people in here right now. Thank you very much, guys. I think some of them are the Nuts crew, but that's all right. As long as they're having fun, I say, hell yeah. RC's great. And RC's all about fun anyway, guys. We can play, joke. Brian Chambers, cheers, my friend. Good to see you. David Snyder, you're not wrong. The prop is nearly as big as a UMX, in fact. Like, wingspan. And this is a big wingspan for a UMX. Actually, compare the fuse. Yeah, the fuse is almost the same as the prop, guys. Crazy. Very fun. And I think I may fire up the lights very carefully just in a little bit, because at the field, when we were kind of surveying, checking things out, no one's mowed the field in forever, and the grass was just stupid long. But we definitely plugged in the lights, and I got to see them and got a couple snaps, and awesome. Dang, so Guniac33 Fiery Booty, the very first member of this channel. By the way, guys, I have a members only video coming soon. I've had it for a little bit. I didn't think that it would make a good, didn't even occur to me that it would be a very good members only video. So that is coming for you loyal members, and I appreciate you, every single one of you. So EQRC says, I think it's a trainer kind of like a US AT6. Dang, that would be cool. Because anytime you fly a Warbird, especially a new one, especially one on 6S, it makes you a little bit nervous, excited, obviously, because flying a 6S Warbird is awesome. But Paul Ballard says, ah, nuts. Yeah, the Nuts crew is up in this thing right here for sure. Mike Nolan, what's up, dude? Bam! Nuts unite. You guys are awesome. Oh boy. I'm not going to repeat that one, but Chin Nuts, that was funny. Damari Dendy is in the house. Good to see you, man. We got Ron. Good to see you. Cheers. Ron says, GB and pilots, and all the pilots. Good to see you, man. Joel, I'll talk to you about the Albatross on the side. That's actually not mine, but that plane is cool. I had so much fun flying that thing. It is beautiful, big, and has sick lights. Thank you. Ron says hit the like button. Very cool. Red Wine is Fine says, sorry, who made that yak? This is the HKing Yak-11. So HobbyKing. That is where to get it. I believe they are in the U.S. warehouse now. Did not have time to check that. You know what, Craig? I think I can get a link for that real quick. Let's see what I can do here. Only take a second. I think I'm still logged. No, not, but I can still log in real quick. Yep, it remembered me. HobbyKing is pretty cool. For some reason, the site's defaulting to French. I don't know why, but it's easy to change to English. Copy link. All right, guys, I'm dropping the link in the chat right now. Yeah, you guys can see the price and all the details. I did not assemble it. This is actually John VH RC's, and he did an unboxing and build on it today, so check him out. If you like that video, feel free to click on his link. He took the time to bring it over here for me to share with you guys, so I think that's pretty darn cool. Nice. I'm glad you liked the link, Craig. Sweet. Oh, Snow Valley's laughing at something that Paul said. Let me see if I can catch. Did you pay shipping? No, I didn't. Although, it was really cool when John's son showed up. He'd never been here, and of course I've got, this is basically a bachelor pad, soon to be converted into something completely different. But yeah, I've got cool stuff all over. He didn't want to leave, and he was going to like Awana tonight. Otherwise, if there wasn't Awana, John would be here right now telling us all the cool features about this thing that I don't know about. That's funny, Snow Valley. You just click on the English at the top of the page, and it should convert it to English. Should be good to go. Red Wine is Fine says, HobbyKing quality any good? I've had bad luck with other brands and then I just became a Horizon Hobby fanboy with nothing but happy flights. I'll tell you this, I love all the companies, like the big three, really the big four if you include the Arrows line. The Horizon Hobby stuff, the E-flite, all that kind of stuff. That's what got me started in the hobby. But I have been pleasantly surprised. I have not had any issues with the HobbyKing stuff. Now, I will say this, the Micro Tundra was a little underpowered, especially with floats on. But aside from that, I have really enjoyed every single plane that I've gotten from HobbyKing, and the value has been amazing. So, Peanuts RC says, so GB, are you good at frying plane? No, nope, I'm not good. Let's see here. Tim Johnson says, I like how HobbyKing launches a plane and they are available right away instead of waiting half a year. Yeah, that really is, as a consumer, that really is a nice bonus. So you don't have to wait, you don't have to save your money, set it aside, or lock it up without the plane coming. And Tim, he lives just up the road from me. The great thing about where we live, and Roy, even better, when you order stuff from the HobbyKing US warehouse on where we live, you get it in like 2 days. I know some places, like in the deep south, things like that, sometimes it takes longer, but for like Wild Bill Flynn, he'll get stuff the next day sometimes. Like I've had stuff 2 days later, maybe depending on what time I order it in the day. Sometimes it's like basically next day. So that's pretty cool. Shadow Ops RC says HobbyKing is good in the warranty department. Trust me on that. Cool. That's very cool. David Snyder said, I flew my Freewing F-14 today and I didn't have to wait 6 months to fly it. That's awesome. I did fly an F-14 today on slightly another topic. We'll get into that in a little more detail later on. But I did fly something on a flight simulator and it was kind of cool. Craig Bevan says $3.99, not bad. Okay, yeah, so the price is $3.99. Didn't even look, guys. Mr. Guniac 33, we also know him as Ray, the mastermind behind the Guniac Fiery Booty. He says some stuff is next day for the West Coast. 100%, man. Chin Nuts, do you want your GB, do you want your new baby with or without nuts? Fred Barron in the house. Bam. I'll address that next show, Chin Nuts. We're going to keep it focused on RC and keep it nice and tight, because normally when I do the streams, they're just kind of one-offs. But because this is a brand new release and it's pretty special, we're still going to have fun in the show and stuff, but I'm actually going to keep this live. Normally I don't do that with the shows, so we're going to keep it tight and try and keep it RC focused as much as possible. That way people don't have to wade through a bunch of crazy stuff, or at least as little as possible on a live stream like this, which is full of chaos and fun and dudes and girls just having fun. Yeah, David Snyder says, the man, the myth, the legend, Fred. Noon says, gotta go, y'all. Have a great evening, everyone. Later, GB. Later, Noons. Have a good night, man. Hope all is well in your world, dude. Nice. Tim Jostin says he just got done downloading E-flite 9.5S. I did that on my lunch break. It was a little quirky, but I finally got that figured out, man. Snow Valley Park says GB's only UMX in the future is wearing diapers. Other than that F14, which I did order, I'm going to get a little more experience with the flight sim and flying that plane, and I'm going to decide whether to keep that or not, because that is $300, and you can get a lot of plane for $300. That plane is flippin' awesome, I've got to say. Like, just the tech that's into it. And I do like to support companies that take risks and do things like that. Like, this model, it's not a common model. This is somewhat of a risk for a company to release. Same with the E-flite F14. So if I'm on the fence on something that's a little bit more risky, I'm usually going to click that button to support the company instead of just the regurges and the status quo, if you will, like your straight Mustangs and your really safe models. And I like myself some Mustangs. I like myself some T-28s. I like those planes. But it's nice to mix it up and have some cool other stuff to do. Yeah, nice. Yeah, Craig, definitely. So Craig says, Bud, you've got a youngster to teach to fly it. I do. And I've got adults. I've got lots of people that I'm working on getting ready to fly. And it's going to be awesome. I've got tons of planes that if they go down in a crash, not the end of the world. In fact, I need to clear space for the UMX GB that's on the way, if you know what I mean. What's up, Deuces Wild? Good to see you, Frankie RC Planes. George Watts, I love it. Peanuts asked George Watts if he knows how to fry planes, and George Watts says, yes, Peanuts, if you put enough batter on it, you can fry planes. Bam! Well said, George. I like it. Snow Valley Park, yes. I think he says everyone with E-flite 9.0 or 9.5 got it free. That is correct, to my understanding. I have the 9.5, and I got it free. I got getting the code was super easy, but figuring out where to place that code, I was just doing a bunch of clicking, and finally, after I was getting pissed, figured out where to put that. But I did some quick flights, and I flew the Draco real quick, and I flew the F14, and I'm going to fly those a lot. The one thing that I did notice about the F14 on the sim is that coming into land, it was a little bit, like it's not going to be an easy plan to land, at least based on the sim. There's going to be a little finesse there, which makes sense to a degree. And I noticed that in the video too. Even the promotional video, the landings were not greasers. They weren't perfect, if that makes sense. Chin nuts. Chin Nut says, Gooniac, can you make a fiery nuts for me? I can't wait to see Ray's reply to that one. Fred Barron says, Ricky, baby. Yeah, David Snyder says it's not in real life either. Yeah, and you're flying the Freewing F14, which is no joke. But this is the smaller version of that, and yeah, I will definitely be flying that a lot on the sim, especially if the weather continues to suck like it has. Fred Barron says, a bunch of nuts in here. That's right. And GB welcomes that. I think that's hilarious, you guys. Guniac33, Mr. Fiery Booty says, if you're married, go tell your wife you got a new plane and she will help you out. Sweet. If you have a good wife, anyway. Dang. David Snyder says the Horizon Hobby is 1/25th scale. It's got a 30-inch wingspan. That's half the size of the free wing. That's nuts. And it's like percentage-wise way less because it's looks like a pretty much probably looks like the UMX versus that, because that F-14's a beast made by Freewing. Shout out to, oh, that'll come up in more detail in a future show, but shout out to Motion RC. I received the plane that I won in their weekly stream. Almost every Friday they've got a stream and they spin a wheel, and I won. I won a Lippisch P-15, which is one of my favorite planes. I already had one, but I'm thankful to have a backup, so that is awesome. Jackson RC Aviation, what's going on, dude? Good to see you, man. Jermaine Spencer says, my wife buys me my planes. That's awesome, Jermaine. Your wife sounds like she is awesome. Guniac says she will light them nuts up. Very cool. Jamie Ramirez, what's going on? Long time no see, my friend. Michael Bear, good to see you, dude. Welcome, welcome for all those folks tuning in right now. We're just yakking it up about this yak. If you're familiar with the UMX Turbo Timber, this is a size comparison to this. This is 6S Warbird. It's got lights, all kinds of cool stuff. Lyndon Stewart, greetings, my friend. I saw that you dropped a video the other day. I haven't had a chance to watch it because I've been insanely busy. All kinds of stuff going on, but I do plan to circle back and watch that because guys, if you guys didn't know, Lyndon Stewart is a beekeeper, like a high-end beekeeper down in South America. Very cool. Roy, that is funny. I'm not going to repeat that, but that's funny. I agree, Snow Valley Park. He says the fact that it's 6S alone is amazing, and it's a 5,000 milliamp hour 6S pack, so it is no joke. My guess is you're going to get a pretty sustained flight time. Pardon me, sorry guys. Pretty sustained flight time with a lot of power. With a 5,000 pack, that's no joke. Thank you, Jamie. Jamie Ramirez says, nice looking yak. I love it. I'm dropping the link right there so you guys can look at all the particulars. What the heck? Oh, I dropped it in the wrong spot. That's my bad. There you go. Got that link right there. So you guys can check that out. Look at the price, look at the specs, and learn more about it. I plan to be flying this and making a video as soon as the weather allows. John and I we tried to do it this weekend, but the weather just was not conducive to doing that. It was cold, the ground was soppy, and yeah. Nice. Tim Jostin says his new FMS Avante is supposed to be here tomorrow. Man, let me know when you made in that. I want to be there and take in the goodness. I love EDFs. Tim says he flew Saturday. Nice, nice. Our friend Joel, aka Arena Rockman, in the chat says, I live to see the mock dogfights with German warplanes. Yeah, dude. And Russian planes are awesome too. I love my Russian jets. I don't have any Russian prop planes, but this thing is pretty darn cool. Guniac, Mr. Fiery Booty 33 says the FMS Avante is better. The better Avante to me. Good choice. Nice. And Ray, he recently got the 80 millimeter Avante, so he's loading himself up on some 6S jet goodness, and that is awesome. And that's what we like. That's what we like around here. We like all kinds of planes. We like to have fun. We like to joke around like the Nuts crew in the chat. We love that. Snow Valley Park says tomorrow is supposed to be decent GB, maybe Friday, but Saturday it's gonna suck, unfortunately. And of course, I work Monday through Friday, sometimes on the weekends as well. But that's okay. You know what? I was able to get some flights in recently, and I got a new updated sim where I can put on a lot of good flights, and that is going to be awesome. Peanuts RC says, does that yak fry? Bam! I hope it does. I hope it fries really well. That's my guess anyway, or a hope, but I think it will. And if it's a lot like a T6 Texan, then that could be pretty darn cool. Like the Russian version of that would be nice. Shadow Ops RC says, yep, GBLynden's RC is a busy guy. And yes, I wish it wasn't that true, but it is. Ray, that's awesome, dude. I love it with the lightning bolts and everything. Tim Johnson says, got some of those CNHL batteries also. Guniac, they are great. Nice. I'm glad you like those, dude. Very cool. Jamie Ramirez, this uses, at least they recommended, at least that's what John was telling me. Let me look on the specs. But I'm thinking yeah, okay, guys, so big ass 6S packs. So 6S 5000s to 6000 milliamp hour packs with the XT90 connector. And you can always solder on a EC5 if you need to. That's not a big deal. Or use adapters. I've got adapters when I've got to do that sort of thing. So that is a good thing. And here's the thing too. This is something you guys might find very valuable. The system is powerful and reliable and allows of speeds up to 100 miles an hour. So this is going to be a fast RC Warbird, especially for a prop. So that is cool. Let's go back to the chat. Chin Nut says fried nuts are painful. I agree, man. I agree. Snow Valley says 5,000 to 7,000. Yeah, it probably could, depending on the weight of that 7,000. But yeah, that's pretty darn cool. You guys are saying your mama jokes. I love it. Tim Johnson says they had a buy one, get one free for those batteries that he just mentioned. Pilot Ryan Media says the T6 snaps with the best of them. That's true. Yeah, I've forgotten about that. So it's technically a trainer, but a Warbird trainer. So it's not like really like a Timber or anything like that. It is a low wing plane, so probably not recommended for anyone but intermediate and above pilots. At least I wouldn't recommend it, but I've got to fly it first. That way I can tell you exactly what its tendencies are. Just plain crazy. What's up, man? Good to see you. Fred Barron says, man, I don't need another plane, but Yak is different. I'll check out some videos and maybe break down like a shotgun and get one, question mark. Yeah, dude, do what you want. You can certainly wait until after I fly it and I can give you my straight up honest opinion like I do all the planes I fly. But the good thing is most planes these days are pretty awesome. It's hard to find a bad one, so there's also that to consider. Normally when I buy new planes, I've had this and I'm like, I'll figure out a spot for it. So maybe you have some beers and do that. I don't know. All up to you, man. Pilot Ryan says, hey all. Yes, Michael Bear. Be home in an hour. If you're driving, Pilot Ryan, be safe, dude. Be safe, brother. RC Air Marshal says, what's happening in here? And Randy Huffing says, RC Air Marshal, 2 girls, 1 cup. Boy, I hope not. Dave, we've got a nuts crew in here tonight. Like peanuts and all kinds of chin nuts and all kinds of interesting things. And they're hilarious. So I don't know who they are. If they're folks we know or just random trolls. Either way, hilarious guys. I like it. Snow Valley Parks is giving us some specs. He says the prop is a 17 by 10. The prop on the Reno version is a 16 by 6, I think. Nice. Very, very cool. Oh, that's right, Jeff in Lower Alabama. Ryan's been getting Hobbytown training. He recently opened a Hobbytown, or at least took over a Hobbytown near where he lives. Ryan, if you want to drop some of those details in the chat, go for it, my friend. But if you're driving, definitely don't do that. Either way, congratulations. That's awesome. And you're full-time, man. That's cool. That's very cool. Keep an eye on the chat here. Jamie Ramirez asks, is the prop an APC? Well, let me check. Let me check, man. You know, I can't tell because the nose cone covers it, and I didn't assemble this. John VHRC is the one that assembled it. And he also made a video and posted it in the morning, so feel free to check that out after the stream. And, oh yeah. Michael Bear says he's making Bobby drive. Okay, cool. Very cool. Cheers to Bobby K. Drive safely. Make sure Ryan, your precious cargo, aka Ryan, gets there safely. Adam Hampton in the house. Bam! Dude, I was thinking of you today. A couple different times, actually. Yeah, this thing is a beast. It is. You bet, Jamie. You bet, man. And you guys, if you got questions, keep them coming, and I'll do my best to answer them. Oh, nice. So, all right, people, meet the Nuts crew. I'm Nate and Chin Nuts, and Wrightsa and Spencer. You guys. That's funny. That's funny. I'm glad no one like got hasty with the band hammer or something, because that would have pissed me off. Because I thought you guys were hilarious. I agree. I agree, Shadow Ops. Bobby the Builder needs to make it safe there too, of course. Absolutely. Both of them. But if he gets Ryan there safe, he'll be safe too. So that's what I was thinking. Yeah, guys, let's drop some emojis for For Nate, Writes It, and Spencer. That is hilarious, you guys. You guys are funny. Yeah, Jet Tech Don says peanuts. Yeah, you guys are hilarious. I like it. That's true, Chin Nuts. Christy has no nuts. That's correct. Great question, Adam. Does it have flaps too? Let me check. Yes, it does have flaps, but they're like split flaps, like in the wing just a little bit and below. It's actually pretty damn cool. I hadn't taken that close of a look at it. Pilot Ryan says he's riding, not driving. Cool. Very cool. Has Christy been in the chat tonight? I haven't seen her yet. But if she's in there, good to see you, my friend. We're getting lots of emojis. George Watts is dropping some poo and some fist bumps. Jeff and Laura, Alabama, fist bumps, thumbs up, palm trees. David Snyder's going for the hard A. Lots of shot glasses right there. Shadow Ops sticking his tongue out at everyone multiple times. Chin Nuts, she couldn't be here tonight. Yeah, she may have worked late. I know she's got a lot of other stuff going on too. Snow Valley Park, very nice, very creative, sir. Adam Hampton says, I've been so busy, guys, with family and work. I'm out of touch. Like a P40B. Nice. Yeah, did you get that P40? I think you got that P40, that FMS P40, right? Or is that the FMS P51? It's so hard to keep everyone's planes. It's hard to keep my planes straight, but I can usually keep track of most of what you guys have going on. Especially the guys that I'm super tight with, like Adam. Known Adam forever. Yeah, guys, the more I look at this plane, the cooler it gets. Let me know with emojis. Hey, Richard Webb, good to see you, man. Bam! Let me know if you guys want me to pop on the lights. Adam says, the FMS P40B, I love it. Ryan talked him into it. Nice. Very cool. Yeah, I thought that you had one of those. And you've got the P51 too, I believe. I think that's where I was getting that from. All right, Jeff in the Alabama is dropping some cheeseburgers, Christmas trees, and thumbs up. He wants to see some lights. Let's see if you guys want to see, the rest of you guys want to see some lights. Drop some emojis if you do, guys. Jamie Ramirez says, yes, pop on the lights. Adam Hampton said, yes, I ended up putting the same ESC and motor of the P40B into the FMS P51. It needed it. Okay, cool. Now are you running 6S or 4S in the P40 or in the P51? All right, we're starting to get there. Yeah, we're getting it. Bam. All right. Let me see what I can do. Hopefully I don't break anything. Setting a little mood lighting for you guys. Oh yeah. And there's no radio, so it's not going to bind up. But you can see the lights there. Got the landing light And the nav lights on either end. Oh yeah. All right. I think we'll call that good, because that was kind of loud. All right, Shadow Ops. Yep, totally. When John dropped this off, I was talking to him about the drone. So it's definitely on my radar for sure. Michael Bear says, suddenly the yak takes off across the room and GB yells the F word. Yes, I would. That is why I was ready to unplug it just as soon as I possibly could. Adam Hampton, great question. So, I've got Bose, and they're noise canceling. They're fantastic, and the audio quality is very good. These are the Quiet Comfort 35s, and these are the Quiet Comfort 45s that I just did a review on my GBLynden's Random Reviews channel. Check it out. It's a quick video and pretty concentrated, so certainly check that out. Yeah. Jeff in Lower Alabama, talking about the ESE, was saying that it was calling out mama, 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 and that's pretty accurate, really. Paul Ballard says, I see a lot of battery hatches being sold for the Yak. I know there's two different planes, but I'm not sure about the accessories. Let me toggle through. Yeah, it looks like they've got a nice assortment of parts too, which is really nice right off the bat. Heck, not even some of the other manufacturers do that have a good reputation for that. So that is cool. But I cannot wait to fly this, guys. I really can't. Okay, I'm going to look at the other one, and that's the red Reno Racer. In fact, let me pop this up on my screen here. Let's make this a little more inclusive, my friends. Let's see. There we go. All right, guys. So this is the red Reno Racer. Both of them are $3.99. And there are some stats. And yes, the propeller is 16x6 on the Reno Racer. Same battery call out. This needs 6 channels. And let's go to this. Got this right here. And this is the one we've got before you. And it is EPO foam. And it's a Russian Memorial World War II schemed Warbird. And the prop on this is 17x10. So yeah, the different planes have a different prop. And they're essentially the same thing, at least I'm pretty sure. And you can swap props for different performance, which is pretty cool. Let's go back to this. I want to see what the speed they call out on this one. Holy crap. Okay. Okay. So the Reno Racer will go up to 125 miles an hour, and the other one will go up to 100. So that's probably why there's a different prop. I wonder if the KV is different too. So that's the 52 by 500. Remember that, guys. And we'll see what the KV on this motor is. Okay, so it's slightly different. The KV, this is a 410. So that's a 410. And this is a 550. Okay. Got it. Very cool. All right, let's go back to the regular camera. There we are. We are back, and now let me see if I can find the chat. See what you guys were saying. Jamie Rivera says HRBs are very good, and I flew HRBs in that Albatross that I flew. That's the most recent video on this channel, so check that out if you have not yet. That was so fun. It handled so well, and it has even more lights than this. So really nice, good releases from HobbyKing. Okay, Snow Valley Park says the motor on the military is more scale. Very cool. Miller RC, good to see you. Says I know it. Let's see some Warbirds that we haven't seen. Exactly, and that's why this is cool in my opinion. EQRC says he's got to go. Got to go, pilots. Merry Christmas. Sweet. Jet Tech Don Atkins says that he got to see Robert fly his Yak. Very cool indeed. I need to check that out. I have not had a chance to see that yet. Miller RC says we need a Hinkle HE100D1. I would kill for one of those. Very cool. Mark M, good to see you, says the Warbird version has a higher torque motor. That makes sense. Yeah, I don't blame you for that, Michael Bear. For me, on a plane over $200, I have to be pretty selective with what I buy, so I 100% get that. But this thing looks cool. I'm privileged enough to be able to fly it at some point soon, and that will be neat. It'll be a lot of fun. All right, guys, I am starting to wind down a little bit. Do you guys have any more questions about this plane? Okay, Adam Hampton says, I agree. I'd love to see a new Mosquito released. Yeah, that would be cool. I just got here. Gary. Guys, check out Gary. He flew the HobbyKing Tundra today on his channel, Live Flight. He's also a member of the channel. Thank you, Gary, for both those things. And man, every day he flies. He's got a new logo. It mentions that he flies 365. He flies in rain. He flies in snow. Doesn't matter. He's always flying, and he's just a good dude that loves the hobby. So, and you can sense that when he's flying, and he takes crashes well. Luckily, he doesn't have that many of them, especially not lately. Thank God. I love Grandpa Gary. Anytime I can tune in, I always will. Very cool. Adam Hampton is asking what's his channel. And Grandpa Gary, let me moderate you, dude. You can drop a link to your channel there for the folks that have not checked out your channel yet. His channel's I Just Got Here on YouTube, but if you want to drop a direct link there, Grandpa Gary, go for it, my friend. In fact, while we wait for that, I do not want to sign off until we shout out all the channel members, because I appreciate all you guys. I took a break there from the streams for a bit. Life got crazy, but we've got 3 in a row right now, and hopefully we can keep rallying over the next little bit. We can, even if we can't get out to fly, as long as we can converse and enjoy RC in some capacity, that's what it's all about. This is the best hobby there is. I agree with Pilot Robert and Captain Balaz about this is just the best hobby. It really is. You connect with awesome people. It's like meditation. And you can also have crazy intensity. You fly those EDF jets. And wow, what a great hobby. All right, so let's go down the list of the channel members. We got Gooniac33, Mr. Fiery Booty, Josh Weaver RC. I haven't talked to him for a bit, but man, I salute you, my veteran friend. George Watts, what can I say about George Watts? What a great man. Mr. Pay It Forward, Mr. Brad, Joe Pellegrino. I haven't seen him in the chat yet tonight, but always a great guy. Mike SSI. Man, all these guys are incredible. Mike Noland, I saw you in the chat earlier. Good to see you, man. Ken Sprouse. Wild Bill Flynn. Tuggill RC. Dave in Kentucky, great guy. He even subscribed to my Random Reviews channel. Great supporter of the channels. Awesome. David Martin Graff. Thank you, dude. Mike Bird. All you guys. And I've got a crash video that I'm going to upload as a members only video here coming up soon. And I hope that that's something that these members will appreciate, because I think I swear and everything in it. It wasn't like a crash in pieces, but it was certainly it's worth watching. I'm not going to give it away, but it's kind of interesting. Dave in Kentucky, good to see you, man. All right, Grandpa Gary dropped a link to his YouTube channel. Check that out if you have not yet, my friends. Dave in Kentucky says the Yak-11 looks great. It really does. I don't think pictures do it justice, and this webcam certainly doesn't do it justice, but it is. And since you just got in here, Dave, let me compare it to myself. Like, it's a beast. It is a beast. Night, Adam. Have a good night, brother. Take care and keep in touch, my friend. Jeff in Lower Alabama is saying night. Night, Jeff in LA. All right, guys. Anything else before we sign off? Because GB is just about done. He's faded. It's been a crazy, intense week. And I got to turn down the heat, too. It's getting hot in here. Michael Bear says, we are in CLT tonight, Don. All over the place tomorrow. Fred Barron says, it's nuts. Michael Bear says, night all. Have a good night, my friend. All right, guys. Spencer, one of the nut guys, if you want to drop a link to a Zoom after the show, go for it. If not, that's fine too. All good. You bet, Dave. And let me know if you have pictures on Facebook, like DMs or whatever, on Instagram or Facebook. I can take pictures and send them to any of you guys that want me to do that. I have this plane tonight, so I'm going to have it all night. Thank you, Jamie. Jamie says, you always do a great job, GB. I appreciate that. I'm humbled by comments like that. I do this for fun, man. This is all about fun. Mark M asks, are you winter flying? I did get 2 maiden flights in. One of them is posted right now. It's of the HobbyKing Avios Albatross, so check that out. And I try and fly as much as I can, but I don't always get to fly as much as I want. That's for damn sure. Because if I could fly all the time, every day, 365, that would be the life. Jet Tech Don Atkins says, GB, great show as always. Thank you, my friend. I'm so happy that you're healthy and in the chat. I was worried about you there for a bit. I'm glad that you seem to be on the mend. And with that, guys, thank you. Appreciate you. And go to GBLynden.com if you're going to do any Christmas shopping. I've got Amazon on there. I've got Hobbyzone. I've got all kinds of good stuff. And Mark M says, I love the look of that Albatross. The scheme on the Albatross is fantastic. And on that note, night, guys. I will be answering questions on videos throughout tonight. I'm going to eat. And, yeah. Adios. Yeah, Fred Barron. Adios, amigos. 100%. George Watt says, fun show, GB, or should I say Garth nuts. There's something there, George. There's some potential there. Night Randy, thank you for the super chat. All right, guys, I'm clicking off 2ERC. Grandpa Gary became a UMX GB fan. Thank you, man. All right.